Why are you out of breath?
I'm not.
Oh, you're
I
like,
was laughing.
we're supposed to be professional.
Wow. Bet that. Bet that. You still owe me a race though. You've been ducking that race for a minute.
Okay,
I'll
anyways,
race in these boots.
well, let's
Give a fuck.
continue.
All right, so this is how I come back from breaks.
Yeah.
Actually, I know you were trying to do it, but I'll show you how to.
Okay.
All right, and the next thing I want to jump.
I can't take you seriously.
No.
What up, y'all? It's Nev. We live from the 503 on Sportland podcast, and we're ready to chop it up with y'all.
Let's go. Okay. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's fire. All right. Yeah. Well, now that we got started, I would like just for you to, if you don't mind, just introduce yourself. Who are
Okay.
you to the people?
My name's Nevaeh Bray. I go by Nev, and I'm a creator, a creative,
Okay.
and
It's not the same.
it's not the same. It's different, creative. Let me finish my
Oh, my
intro.
bad. Go ahead.
I'm a
Dude.
creative that loves to create things for the community. And I play ball on the side too.
Okay. Word. Yeah. So that's a lot, right? That's a lot.
It's a lot of things to juggle,
You're
but
pretty busy.
busy.
You know how hard it was to get this podcast to happen?
It's kind of crazy, but thankfully, we're both
Finally, huh?
finally got it out the group chat.
Yeah. Yeah. No, for sure. So, I mean, I kind of want to start there though, because being an athlete, like amongst everything else that you do, and also like you're not just a regular athlete, like you're a really good athlete. Like it takes, I'm being serious, like it takes a lot to go D1. You feel me?
It does.
Like not everybody can just be like, I'm gonna be D1. Right? So it's like, how have you been able to be that D1 athlete while still being everything else that you do? How have you not let your athletic pursuits kind of become your identity? Because I think that's something that happens, I mean, across the board with anything people do, but especially like sports and sports at a high level. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm nothing else but this sport at this high level, you know? So how are you able to stay 10 toes down in your sport, but still do so much other things?
That's a great question, first of all.
Thank you.
I feel like everything that we do as athletes, like it's very repetitive. It's very
Right.
like we have routines, right? And so I mean, I've been doing this for 6 years now,
Yeah.
so I'm a COVID athlete, and I think it just took repetition and time. Like obviously, my first year as a freshman, I didn't know what anything was about. Like I'm showing up to weights 30 minutes early. Now I show up at 5 minutes before. We go roll up, pull up the sleeves, and put on the shoes. Right. So I think I've been able to stay 10 toes down as an athlete and like train hard, do the film, the treatment, rehab, prehab, like handle that business. But then like you have to be super meticulous with like time management and just I don't want to be burnt out. I feel like athletes get burnt out so easily because they don't have any other identity outside of their sport.
Interesting.
So I think it's honestly been a trend, I want to say, that for athletes to do more than just be their athlete. And you see it at the professional level too, right? Like Angel
Totally.
Reese, she's out here modeling. She has her own podcast, like clothing brand. Like all athletes now are more than athletes. They're humans. And that's why NIL is so big because,
Yeah.
we're so much more marketable than the number on our back. Like we all
Yeah.
have our own passions, our joys. And so I think NIL and just like social media has been a huge tool and a way for athletes to finally feel comfortable and expanding their horizons and not just being boxed in. And so I like to say that I was one of the first in the wave to like have a podcast and like
Yeah.
advocacy work and doing stuff for the community. Like that's always been a part of who I am as a person. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I've just slowly over the years have been able to grow and kind of walk that line between athlete but also all the other things that I love.
Totally. Yeah, and I think it's interesting that you say that because I feel like on the outside looking in, you would think that you would be even more burnt out by doing everything else, but that's almost like what seems to give you wind beneath your wings to
Mm-hmm.
continue being an athlete. So it's really something. I don't think, honestly, I don't think people would see it that way. You know what I mean? So,
It's a hustle for sure. Don't get
yeah,
it twisted. It's a grind, especially like when you're in season. Obviously, my stuff, outside stuff, takes the back burner, and volleyball is the priority. But
yeah,
we out here.
yeah.
We,
You be grinding.
yeah.
All right. Well, you kind of brought up like the next thing I wanted to go to, which is you're part of the birth of the NIL kind of wave and how that kind of changed college sports and how you had opportunities outside of just playing and back then obviously like before NIL that used to be a no-no. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you trying to get money outside of this, like that's all bad. Like you off the team. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like so
Right.
what was it like being a part of that? And it's funny because I even was a part of one of your things, yeah,
Yeah.
with Rush
Rush
Bowls,
bowls.
yeah. And so like even just seeing that, like I remember walking up and seeing your poster on that, like the glass outside the store, and that's just like wow, you know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
wasn't even me, and I was like, yo, that's sick. You feel me? So like, what's
Yeah.
that like? What was it like? One being in that NIL boom, but also like your own experience in it.
Mm-hmm. It was very interesting. Like I remember, because University of Portland is a very small, like private Catholic school. So we were like, when NIL just got introduced, they were very careful about everything. They're like, you have to report everything, talk to us
Wow.
beforehand before you even try to sign any deals or do anything. There was a lot of unknown. And so I remember I was probably their most consistent like NIL person back then because I was just like partnering with local mom and pops and like I did an
Yeah.
NIL deal with like a tattoo artist and got a free tattoo and like
What? That's
yeah, so
crazy.
like small unique things and I remember every time they see me they'd be like, "Okay, so what is your NIL deal? What's your NIL deal,
Yeah,
this week, Nevaeh? What you
yeah.
got going on?" And so at the start, I mean, it honestly is like you have to market yourself and you have
Right,
to go out of your
yeah.
way. So I was like really on my P's and Q's, like really just trying to have fun and think of ways, okay, I'm already want this tattoo, so how can I make it an NIL deal? Or I
Yeah,
love to support black businesses, like how can I bring attention to this small, women-owned
yeah.
black business? And so like Mimi's Fresh Teas, Rush Bowls, another black-owned, like Acai, is it Acai or is it Acai, bro?
It's acai.
Oh, it's acai.
Yeah,
My
no,
bad.
it's
The acai bowl spot, like just different fun deals that I've been able to do throughout the years, which has been super like dope and also just like that's rewarding and it's a blessing. Like it's extra
totally.
money in our pocket for things that athletes back then never got to do. So
Yeah.
it's exciting. I think the biggest NIL deal that I've gotten was through Allstate. It was like a recent,
Allstate.
yeah. I was
You're in
like,
good
all right,
hands.
we're in great hands. I was like, thank you,
Yeah,
Allstate.
that's
Thank
crazy. Did
you.
they come to you or did you go like get that? Like,
It was like I remember someone from the athletic department was like, hey, Nev, you should apply for this like recognition award. They're looking for athletes that do more outside of just their
right.
sport. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. I think I was down in Florida when she hit me up and I was just casually giving her answers of like, this is what I do. Yeah, I've been doing it for this long. And boom, I ended up getting accepted. And I didn't even realize there's
That's
an
crazy.
NIL deal like attached to it.
Right. Yeah,
So
like
I
part
just,
of it.
yeah, I was like, all right,
Yeah,
bet.
big baller. Okay,
Yeah.
well, this is kind of off the cuff. Did your experience and your like collegiate studies and business help you in those NIL deals or
Hmm.
just the overall picture of it? Did that help or
Like academics in school and
yeah,
stuff.
like since you're learning
Hmm.
about that, like did that help at all or is that just
I
kind of
feel
separate?
like now that I'm in my MBA program,
Mhm.
if I would have had this knowledge that I have now, my freshman year, like 5 years ago,
Mm,
that definitely would have helped me so much more. Like, I don't
yeah.
think anything in my undergrad degree would have, I mean, shoot, I got my degree in comms, so obviously I'm a good,
Oh,
like,
got you.
communicator and
Right.
socializing, trying
Yeah.
to get those, like, organic connections. Because at the
Mhm.
end of the day, for me, it really wasn't about, trying to get a deal. It was about the connection and how can we, like, figure out a way to come together and both benefit from
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But nah, I feel like school is school. But now that I'm getting my master's in business, it's like, okay, I can try to navigate and figure out how to actually work a
Like incorporate
strategy
it.
and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So,
Sick. All right. Well, we're gonna take one quick break and then we'll be back.
not the break.
So earlier we touched a little bit on your content creation. We talked about it a little bit, not all the way, but just a little bit. I kind of want to ask you, as someone who works, like you basically a chef in multiple kitchens. Like I remember when I met you, which was through interning at Coin,
Hmm.
and I remember after I think you were there for maybe like 2 weeks. We talked one time and you were like, oh, "You're getting your master's in business,
Oh, yes.
right?" And I was like, why are you here? like, what are you doing here? Like, what do you? Why you're gonna make a lot of money there? Like, you don't have to do this, but I could tell that you had like a hunger, like you wanted to do it. It wasn't like I'm here because I need to be. It's because you wanted to be. And so, with that being said, like your content creation, like Blacklight,
Yeah.
what made you want to pursue that, and why did you feel the need to create content where you're bringing to light these certain voices
Hmm.
that you felt compelled to do?
This is great because I haven't even been able to actually share the why behind Blacklight before, at least on
Mm-hmm.
like my own front on my own page. And so basically,
Mm-hmm.
my sophomore year of college, I dropped out.
Oh wow.
Dropped out of college, was working at the car wash in MLK and at
What?
Toyota of Portland. So I had two jobs and was just hustling.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know what was next, but I just knew like I needed a break from school and volleyball. It was just like,
Crazy.
so long story short, I ended up my junior year transferring to Jackson State.
All right.
Mind you, I had been in Oregon at that point for 5 years.
Okay.
So I get down to Jackson, Mississippi,
Very different.
very different, but I loved it. It was
Oh, okay.
like the best from the games, the band, the sororities, everything.
Yeah,
It was culture shock in the best way. And I was like, wow, this is dope.
that is dope.
For the first time, I had all black coaches, all black teammates, black professors. And I was learning so much about the history and the culture. That's when Blacklight came to life, was when I was down
Wow.
in Mississippi. I was like, I want to be able to share, everything that I'm learning. How did I not know about HBCUs before? Like, how had I
For
never?
real?
Yeah, like
Like ever?
when I was going through my recruiting process as like before I got to college,
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea what an HBCU was. Like, I
It's
never,
crazy.
yeah. So back in 2022, Blacklight started, and it was like a very small baby. Like I had ordered a mic off
Yeah,
Amazon, like
yeah,
a full
yeah.
microphone. It was just like everything was on my laptop. First, it was just like Spotify and strictly audio. Now I've played around with the video and
Right, right.
YouTube and Instagram, and so it sucks because I want to pour so much more into it and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
give it the love and the attention that it deserves. But like we've been talking about, so many
Busy.
different buckets,
Busy,
right?
busy.
Right. But it's been a fun passion project for years, and like my hope is that I continue just to have it as an outlet to storytell and to be able to
Totally.
meet with dope people in all areas of life.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
not just sports, but it's just like community history. Like I've done interviews with literally so many different people. It's insane.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
is insane. That's a lot that I just learned about you. I didn't know that that was the experience that started Blacklight. I thought that was something you started up here. So
hmm
that's very interesting.
yeah. But don't drop out of school. That's not the message. That's
That's
not
another
the
thing I learned.
message.
Right. Yeah, a little Kanye. But all right, so that being said, there's something else that you do that's not exactly content creation, but kind of in that same lane, and
hmm
that's sports broadcasting.
Oh yes.
So,
I
and
forgot about that.
yeah, right. It's so many things that you do. So it's like, um, what made you want to get in that? I mean, we were talking off camera earlier, and you said the first time you ever interviewed someone, it was Terrell Owens.
Was T.O.
First interview. So, what made you get into sports broadcasting? And
Honestly, that Terrell Owens interview, like, didn't even think that was gonna happen. That was just like God, honestly.
yeah,
But once I got back from Jackson and I decided to come back to University of Portland,
mm-hmm.
I ended up having to sit out a year because of NCAA rules and
And
two-time
transfer.
transferring and
Yeah,
stuff. So I was a part of the team, still training, still traveling, but because I couldn't play on the court, I don't even remember how this came to be, but like I talked to my coach and I was like, would I be able to like do sideline reporting during the volleyball games? So
what?
we came up with like a deal. The first two sets, I would have to be with the team on the bench and cheer and still like, be with the team.
Right, yeah,
And then because volleyball is best 3 out of 5. So for the third
right.
set, she would let me go sit with the broadcasting team, and I would be color commentating for our
That's
volleyball team on
crazy.
ESPN. So
That's crazy.
that's how it started. So I
Player slash commentator is crazy.
right. That's how it started. Is I was doing commentating for my team, and like it was
That's
like
nuts.
riding a bike. I had literally never done it before, but
Yeah.
Brian, who's the like commentator for UP, super dope. It was like I have like still to this day this notebook of everything that he gave me, just advice,
What?
sound bits and stuff, and I just chop it up with him on the sideline for the third set, and that's how it started. And now I do basketball as well, and so it was just like okay, how do I make lemonade out of lemons? I don't even know what the saying is, but I was sitting on the sideline and was like, I want to be more productive. I want to be able to experience something new, and
That's crazy.
that's how I got started with the sports
That's
broadcasting.
nuts. So what are your goals in it? You just hanging out? Like what you got?
No, I definitely have goals. Malika Andrews is an alumni from UP, and she's obviously
I didn't
like
know
one of
that.
the main,
NBA today, every day.
And so she was someone I was able to connect with, and
That's dope.
like my goals is just to like take up space. Like I would love to be a part of ESPN's crew or like be a
Totally.
sideline reporter for the WNBA team coming.
Yeah, hey now. Yeah. Throw
That's
that
what I'm
out there.
saying.
Yeah.
So wherever this path leads me, it's like I don't have I want to be
Yeah.
broadcasting for the Olympics. It's just
Right.
like whatever doors open, I'm definitely gonna try to walk through them and leave them open for the people behind me. Because like
Hell yeah.
women in sports, right? We need to also have women broadcasting
Totally.
sports.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Absolutely. All right, sick. Well, we're gonna take one more break and then we'll be back.
This is a Wooma Films production. With podcasts, films, music, and much more, Wooma Films is truly unlimited. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and Threads to stay in the loop socially. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Are you an artist with a really cool idea? Reach out to us and we will help you create the production of your dreams. Go to woomofunlimited.com for all your media and entertainment needs. Have you seen Wooma Films yet?
We covered basically D1 athlete, we covered content creation, all the other things in between, but we haven't talked about your advocacy, and I think that's a big part of what you do in this life. So my main question is, why do you feel like it's so important to do the things you do with like Big Yard or Black History stuff that, I mean, you just did right here on this campus like 2 weeks ago or a week ago?
Yeah. I think for me, going first year of college, like that's when like we all have these like blindfolds on, right? And once you learn something new, it just opens up a little bit more, a little bit more. And so like my blinders were completely all the way shut. Like I was the only Black girl to graduate out of my class.
In high school?
My high school class.
What?
Yeah. So just to put things in perspective, like very white, isolated town to, okay, Portland, which even people say Portland's, we're not that diverse. But to me, that was like, wow, okay, I'm in a main big city.
Where did you go to high school?
Corvallis High School.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
CHS. So my advocacy journey really did start there because also 2020 COVID, but also the height of the
George
Black Lives,
Floyd.
George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter movement. So really got super deeply involved with just like wanting to be a part of the change.
Okay.
And like helping lead protests, being in protests, like talking on panels, just everything that I could do revolving around the BLM movement I was doing, like my freshman year.
You just dove straight in?
Yeah, meeting dope photographers, like, because Portland was really like a epicenter of the
It was a hotbed.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. Shoot, I got tear gas and everything.
Sheesh.
I'm telling you. So
Yeah.
being able to like ride off that wave, and now obviously we're in 2026 and things look a little different, but we're still in the middle of like a very intense climate.
Right.
I think being able to do tangible things for the community to allow us to like reflect and celebrate and just like see the progress and the growth, like that's why I love being a part of Big Yard and being able to work and create events and opportunities for our Black and brown youth, and like being able to take them off campus and bring them to Nike World headquarters. Like I had never even been to Nike before. So the fact that we're able to bring our kids and expose them to these experiences in these places, it's like it's important for their growth and their development to know that you don't have to stay in this box. You don't just have to be a football player. Like, shoot, if you want to be an astronaut, bet we're gonna get you there. But like, you have to be disciplined and take the steps to get to that next level. And then you mentioned like the market. There was never a black student athlete group my freshman year here.
Really?
Like, no, and that's okay. No tea or no shade to them, but like it took someone being obnoxious and letting me know we need this. Like we're a smaller school. We only have like 300 student athletes, I think, somewhere around there. So for us to only have 30 to 20 black people, like, okay, we need to create this safe space for us, because it's being a student athlete and being a black student athlete, completely different experience, right? So why not want to have community and shared space? And that's something that I wish I had as a freshman. Maybe I wouldn't have felt the need to transfer and leave all the way, go to Jackson, Mississippi to find my community if it was right here in my backyard. So a lot of what I do is based off my own lived experience and wanting to just provide more for those coming, you know, behind me. But then it's just so fun. Like, it's dope. I love being able to create like things like the market and be able to go to Nike and like just do things around Portland, because there's a lot that the city has to offer, and once you're tapped in with like our community and what we have to offer, it's beautiful. So.
It sounds like you got your blinders open, and then you were like, how can I open other people's? Like, how can I open the kids? And that's really dope, because I mean that can change their whole world, you know, whole point of view. And then you're planting the seeds that they're going to end up planting in other people. And before we go, if you don't mind, just explain what is Big Yard and like what do you do?
Ooh, this is a great question. So Big Yard is a local nonprofit that was started in 2018. We serve North and Northeast Portland, and we specifically are looking to be able to not just help our youth, middle school to high school age kids that have historically been just disadvantaged and don't have access to resources that, you know, other affluent kids do have. We focus around the kids and also creating events for adults as well. So we have like Big Yard Studio that we do every year, our Juneteenth 5K that's just right here on the bluff, where we come together and run and celebrate for Juneteenth. And then a Big Yard Academy, which is our main 2-week summer camp where the kids are here on campus and we run them through STEAM classes during the day, and then we take them outside and they're playing football. So my job, I guess, within that ecosystem is I'm the community engagement coordinator. So I help with outreach, talking to the kids, planning events like our field trip to Nike. With our social media, I'll be helping with that, the newsletter. So we all, like, we're a small but mighty team, and like we go hard because we love our kids, and like we know everything that we do is gonna just help the community come together.
Totally, super important.
You're gonna be running that Juneteenth 5K with me this year?
Yeah. I mean, obviously you guys don't know, but there's a long history of a race that's supposed to have happened that she's been ducking pretty much since I met her. So maybe that'll be the time that I get my lick. You know what I mean? We'll see, though. We'll see. Well, I'm going to wrap this up now, but I just want to say before we wrap up that, like, for one, I appreciate you sitting down with me. I know you're a busy person. I know it wasn't easy to find the time, so I appreciate your time. But before we go, I just want to say you're an incredible person. You're amazing at what you do. I can understand totally why everyone who comes in contact with you loves you and appreciates you, because you're one of the roses in this city. So,
dang,
I'm gonna say thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. It's kind of crazy because I really like our story of how we met and meeting at Coin, and like us really being like the two black people there. I was like, it's gonna take me a second, but I know I'm gonna be friends with this guy. He's chill. He's chill. So I'm very blessed that our paths cross, and I'm ready to see the work that we can do for the rest of 2026.
Yeah, what's up? I'm trying to get on camera for Blacklight. What's up?
We finna collab for sure.
Okay,
we're gonna collab. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be a completely different feel. Like, I hope you're ready to compete, because like that's what I be doing on my podcast. We compete.
All right, y'all. Now we battling. All right, well, you guys stay tuned. Thank you again for watching, and till next time.
Peace.